Since I'm a kid, I have about 50% of my wardrobe has tags on it still. Because I don't know. Like I might take.
Do you wear it with a tag on?
Yeah, wear a tag.
No way, dude.
I swear my life, I've been public about this. Because it's really first for like about like whatever the place's return window is.
Yeah,
30, 60, 90. But then you gotta be honest. I forget they're on there. But then I went ahead and said, F that, and I went on eBay or Amazon and I bought the tagging gun.
So you can retag.
Yeah, because once you I don't understand. I don't understand.
Sick.
They're like ironclad law. Is like if the little plastic thing is off, no way. But if it's on, it doesn't matter what happened to it. So I'm like, well, I'm going to get it. So
So
if I ever did take one off in the past, I would take them all off, and I had a cigar box full of the tags. So that if I wore it and I was like, this is tight, I don't like the way, I would just tag it again and bring it back. Then I was like, why am I doing this extra step? Now I just leave the tags on.
Dude. Now we're going to turn into a real therapy session here because, Sal, you're probably aware of this. You're a rich man.
What? I save money. I save my money. Yeah.
So is this from
principle? It's principle.
It's principle?
Had nothing to do with the money. I just, I hate feeling like I made the wrong decision.
That's therapy. There it is. There it is.
I'm an overthinker.
It's not even the principle of returning. It's about the decision making.
Yeah. So if I pay money for a shirt and then I don't like it or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm stuck with this thing.
Did you ever? Did you make a bunch of bad decisions in your life? You're doing great, so I'd imagine not.
I have. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I just overthink. I'm therapy for overthinking. Well, for many things, but it's one of the things. Even like an easy decision will take me 5 minutes.
That's really crippling.
It can be crippling. Yeah, and combine it with ADHD. You know what I mean? But there's just this thing that I will spend, picking out a shirt, right? Like on a website, I'll spend an hour on that, and I have to break myself away. You know what I mean? Or even just being the simplest thing, do I want to? I don't even know what to tell you. The easiest thing you could tell me. You know what I mean? I'm just like. All right. What flight to take? I'm just
well, I was going to say,
I have a pie chart up. All right, if I can leave that, what?
In your world, there's a lot of that. What theater to play? What place to?
Yeah, but that's
how much to price tickets? How much to fly?
Those are real choices.
So it's the little things. That
it's anything. It's anything. Yeah. I just want to make sure I made the best decision. You know what I mean?
Do you regret doing this?
No.
Can I get my money back on this one? Dude, the tag gun is... That's commitment. Yeah. So that puts the tag on the...
I got the tag on 25 years ago. Yeah. I still have it. It's in my it's in my laundry room drawer.
And this is to put the tag back on the tag?
Yeah, it's got a needle. You thread a needle with the plastic, and I have long and short.
Got it. Yeah.
So I can accommodate any style. What I used to do is I used to literally make a note of where the tag was on the shirt before I ripped it. Because I had a couple of awkward moments where they're like, we don't tag there. We tag here. And I was like, well, I don't know who got this before me and brought it back.
Somebody tagged it there and it wasn't me.
What percentage of shirts are you returning?
I usually don't really return them.
I knew you were going to say that. I never do.
But I have. But the percentage is low. It's just a safety net. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's the comfort of knowing. It's
the comfort of knowing that if I feel like I made the right choice, I have a backup plan.
That's it.
I'm backup plan, unreal backup plan guy.
But just let it go, brother.
I know.
You don't need to have a backup plan for your shirts.
I know.
You need to have a backup plan for if something goes wrong on tour, not my shirt.
I know.
See, but to take this back,
I know. I'm self-aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
I'll pull myself away from it sometimes.
If you're self-aware, you can be as crazy as you want, but if you know it, then it's all good.
Yeah. But the backup plan is the money. You don't need any plans when you have money.
Yeah, but
you don't even need the first plan.
On principle, I also don't like to be wasteful.
Yeah, that I get. I get. Where you're like, I don't want to wait. But
one time, whenever Wii came out, right, the Wii, Nintendo Wii.
Wii. Yeah.
So I got it at Target, right? I brought it home, and for some reason, some discs didn't play in it, like for months and months. Like the Wii Sports it came with, it wouldn't play.
Okay.
Right? So that was out of the box. I knew this. And I kept being told, oh, no, you're doing it wrong, this, that, the other, whatever. And it's the disc. So I brought it, finally, months later, I brought it to a friend's house. I put it in, and the disc worked. So I'm like, something's up with my Wii.
Yeah.
Right? But it was past Target's 90-day return period. So I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. They're not going to get over on me. So what I did was I keep the boxes for my electronics, right?
I know what this is.
So I packaged the Wii up as it had come, and it was in neat condition. And I went to Target, and I bought a new Wii. And then, but here's where my plan went horribly wrong. I bought a new Wii, and I made a thing about it, right? I was like, oh, I'm buying this. I was like, what is your return policy? Because I'm buying this for my niece. And I just want to make sure, like, she wants it or, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, 90 days. I'm like, okay, great. I walk out to the car. I get my Wii. I put the new Wii, and I walk right back in. I go, I just called my sister. She already bought it. Right?
There's levels to this shit.
I wasn't going to make 2 trips. So she already bought it. And they go, okay, whatever. And they take the thing, and they scan it, and they go, scan it and scan. They go, this isn't the Wii you just got.
No.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? I just was in here. They're like, no. They turn the box. They go, every Wii has a serial number that's on the receipt, and the serial number is on the box of the Wii and on the Wii itself, and that wasn't matching the serial.
So
number.
they actually looked at the console itself.
Yeah, the console, but that's also on the box,
right?
And the console, and it's on the receipt. So he's like, I can't take this back, and I'm like, what do you mean you can't take it? I had to double down.
Yeah.
Because let's say I was innocent. How would I react?
Right. That's how you have to be. You have to be insulted.
I had to show him how I would react.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean not taking it back? He's like, this isn't matching. I go, and? That's my problem? He goes, I said, I just was in here. I just walked in.
Yeah, you have to almost act like I don't even know what you mean matching. Like, this is
right.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, so he's like, we can't take it back. I'm like, I want to see a manager, right? So... Let me think, because this has been a while. Let me think about exactly what I did.
This is unbelievable.
So, okay. So I was like, no, they fought me tooth and nail. They wouldn't take it back. So I'm like, all right. So what I did was I left. I saved this fight for another day. I took out my Wii. I put it in the box of the
that's
Wii
what you had to do.
That had the other serial number on it.
Yes.
And then I went back and I returned that. And they didn't know, weren't any of the wiser, right? Mm-hmm. A couple days go by and I'm thinking and I go, oh my God, I didn't clear the hard drive. All my information is on there. All my me's, like my face and everything, like the little guy that walks around and says Sal Vulcano, it's all still in there. My credit card is stored in there. It's all in there already. It was like that moment at the end of Usual Suspects when he drops the things like Kaiser. I was like, I remember when I found out everything was in slow motion, like the beaches of Normandy. And I'm like, what am I going to do about this now? So I called up Q, my buddy from the show, whatever. Because he was with me through all of this. God love him. And he's like, we got to go back. I said, what do we do? He goes, we have to look at the box you still have that is the actual serial number. And then we have to go in and find this, And I went back in, 2 days later. We don't even know if it was sold.
Right.
And they... Believe it or not, you would think that it would be under glass or whatever, but all the Wii's were just, in boxes like accessible.
You found it?
And I found it. Yeah, there was like 30 Wii's there, and we just were going through all the things. But now, I had to get that back.
Right.
So I had to buy it back. I had to buy that Wii back, and then go in the car, swap it for the Wii I stole, and then I returned the good Wii, and I still to this day have the bad Wii. So
I've heard a story about a woman.
Madness,
it's crazy, right? I know. I haven't talked about it in a while, and as I'm talking about it, I'm like, I sound psychotic.
Psychotic.
Yeah, I sound psychotic.
Well,